The sky was silent. No rain, no mercy, and it all started with one man. Elijah appeared without warning before King Ahab, the most powerful ruler in Israel. There was no army behind him, no protection, only a message from God. Elijah looked the king in the eyes and said there would be no rain in the land until God spoke again. Then he disappeared. Days passed, weeks passed, months passed. The rain did not come. The rivers dried up. The crops failed. Families cried out for water. And slowly, fear spread across the land. God was calling his people back. While the nation suffered, God hid Elijah near a quiet stream. Ravens brought him food. Water flowed only where God allowed it. But even that stream dried up. God then sent Elijah to a widow who had nothing left but a handful of flour and a little oil. She was preparing her last meal before death. Elijah asked her to trust God. She did, and her food never ran out. Day after day, meal after meal, God provided. But then tragedy struck. The widow's son fell sick and stopped breathing. The room filled with silence. Elijah cried out to God, refusing to accept death as the final word. And God answered. The child opened his eyes. Life returned. Hope was restored. Years later, God told Elijah to confront the nation again. On Mount Carmel, Elijah stood alone against hundreds of false prophets. The people watched in silence. The prophets cried out to their gods all day. They danced. They shouted. They begged. Nothing happened. Then Elijah stepped forward. He rebuilt God's altar, soaked it with water, and prayed a simple prayer. Fire fell from heaven. The sacrifice burned. The stones cracked. The people fell to their knees. God had spoken, but even after fire from heaven, Elijah grew afraid. He ran into the wilderness, exhausted and broken. He asked God to take his life. Instead, God gave him rest, food, strength, and in a quiet cave, God spoke again. Not through fire, not through wind, not through earthquakes, but through a gentle whisper. Elijah learned that God is not only found in power, but in presence. And when Elijah's work was complete, something extraordinary happened. He did not die. A chariot of fire appeared. The heavens opened, and Elijah was taken up alive. His journey did not end on earth. Elijah's story reminds us that God uses ordinary people to do extraordinary things, that faith can stand against nations, and that even when we are tired, God is still near. If this story stirred your heart, stay with us. More powerful stories are coming. Divine narratives,